New wineries are popping up all over this gorgeous land called Oregon Wine Country, and the Penner Ash Winery is one of them. We're visiting here today. Ron Penner Ash was kind enough to have us here, and this is a newer property. And my first question is, how did you get into the wine business?
My wife, Lynn, has been in the industry for about 25 years, 18 years in Oregon. And we decided to start our own brand in 1998, Penner Ash Wine Cellars.
What's your specialty?
We built this facility to kind of compensate for the thin-skinned Pinot Noir grape. We built a 3-level gravity winery in which the grapes will come into our crush deck. We'll gently destem whole berry, the Pinot Noir. They'll drop down into a fermenter, the next level. Whole berries fall into our fermenters, which are
underneath here?
Yeah, underneath here. And then the free-run juice will go down to the next level into settling tanks against that wall, that catwalk. And from there, we take the press fraction and it comes into a different settling tank. So this will be our current vintage Pinot Noir. We over-vintage our Syrah, so that'll be in the next bay, which has a little bit of temperature variation than this original, or I guess this would be our main barrel room. And then we have one additional barrel room if we choose to do whites. So.
So we've talked about your process, we've talked about the growing the grapes and what it took all from teacher to winemaker, marrying a winemaker. Talk about the finished product and where we can actually find your wine. You said you do about 3,000 cases?
Sure. Currently we're at about 3,000 cases. Of course we're in Oregon, but we have also 16 out-of-state markets. New York, California being probably our largest. But most fine wine shops in the Portland area, along with what we feel are some of the best restaurants in Portland, you can also find our wine.
Follow the signs, come to Penner Ash Winery on your trip to Oregon Wine Country. So sitting atop the Lawrence Art Gallery is the Fresh Palate Cafe, the only place in wine country where you can come and check art out, grab some food, and do some wine tasting. The decor is very interesting. You have artwork, and you guys change it. Talk about how you change it and kind of keep things fresh.
Well, we change it with the event. It depends on what the bride might want. We do a lot of wedding rehearsal dinners here, and so we try to coordinate with her colors or what's going on. Father's Day, we do a lot of abstracts, we do a lot of metal sculptures, anything we can to make the event complete.
Let's talk about this property, because it's pretty cool and it's not too far from here.
No, it's only about 5 miles up Muddy Valley. It is a vineyard and a B&B. They contacted me and we built a wedding site together, and now we do nothing but weddings up there.
The desserts.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
Pretty heavenly. So
this is a Grand Marnier custard with fresh berries that were grown just right down the road. This is a caramel fudge pecan torte.
Well, without further ado, let's dig into this. Cheers.
To you too. Thanks.
So now we get to more fun stuff at the Lawrence Gallery, the wine tasting room.
Welcome to the tasting room. This is the private reserve tasting room at the Lawrence Gallery.
Cool.
And today, to start you off, I've got some Adia Chardonnay. Adia Chardonnay is from Gaston, Oregon, about 17 miles north of here. Very unique style of winemaking, very fruit-forward and young drinking style. I really appreciate this winemaker's style. This wine was grown in Ashland and then trucked up here to Turner, Oregon, and produced at Willamette Valley Vineyards. So you're kind of seeing this wine open up and become more of a smooth one structure. And it takes time to do that.
Yeah, this is good. So now we're in the Lawrence Gallery, and Shannon joins us. She's the sales manager for the gallery. How do you find all your artists? Are a lot of them Northwest guys? I know
Right.
Robert
Well,
Weller is.
I'd say about 75 to 85% are some of the best-known regional artists, but we also represent national artists and some wonderful old masters too. Robert Weller, in specific, is one of the best-known historic painters in the state of Oregon. Now, this scene has caught his eye for some reason. The great colors, the rural lifestyle of Oregon.
Here, come with me. I'm going to show you my favorite one.
Okay.
Coors Light. This is my favorite brand. This is an artist after my heart.
Yeah, yeah.
Go ahead and send it to my address.
All right.
My camera guy Josh will pay for it.
Got it. I can
And
do that.
we're out.
Okay.
Bed and breakfasts are popping up all over Oregon wine country, and it's been quite the industry today. None is as spectacular as the Black Walnut Inn. We're just outside of Dundee, less than an hour from Portland, but actually, you feel like you're right in the heart of Italy.
We started looking at property in Portland, decided we wanted to be out of ways. We're very fortunate with the realtor that we contacted. We looked at some property that was on the market. That deal didn't work out. He called us 2 days later and showed us this property, and we bought it just the moment we saw it.
Talk about the different rooms, because it's
Well,
just beautiful.
basically when we got started, we just took everything that we had and figured out how we could use it in the house. So we have some of my mom's things, some of my grandma's things, and in each room we have tried to build just a warm ambiance that allows you to relax into it.
So Chris, talk about your menu. I know I wanted to talk about the scones, but you have a pretty good menu, and the food is all unbelievable and fresh.
It all encompasses like Willamette Valley, what we have available at the time. You know, every once in a while I get a fishmonger from the coast bringing in seafood, but that's about as far as I go for anything. You know, we've got the wild mushrooms, I've got beehives out there, I harvest my own honey, we've got 25 chickens, all different kinds and varieties.
There's a bunch of chickens running around this place.
Yeah.
And the house dog Bailey loves to chase the chickens.
Yeah.
I highly recommend you guys come just to watch that. It's hilarious.
This is corned beef hash. It's one of the things I do up here. Take a nice Carlton Farm brisket and season it all up, braise it. Red potatoes, Dijon, thyme, a little white wine, 2 farm fresh eggs from the chickens we got here on the farm, and it's just a great dish. People seem to really like it.
It's been a great spot for us to leave and go to the wineries and come back. A perfect location and perfect setting and perfect hospitality, I can tell you.